何ですか？It's recording now?
Yeah.
Please open the positioning group on the other planning. On the other planning positioning group.
Oh, positioning group.
Yeah, positioning group. And, click the JJ.
JJ.
Here,
Okay.
double click. So you are requested to set up the relative mixture rule based on the yesterday's sample and explanation. Okay. Then today I will introduce how system select using these rules and other factors. Okay. To select positions for the incoming container from the vessel or rail or gate or remarshalling in the yard, we are checking the which block is the best block. Okay. So one container at least should be one of the planning pattern to check the grouping pattern. Okay. So this individual planning pattern has the boundary. Okay. So let's check the boundary again. Okay. What is the difference between the specific boundaries and general boundaries? Okay. Can you please open the planning patterns also?
Export and SBS
Export.
Export.
So it's lane.
NSBS NSBS NSBS
Yeah.
yes yeah okay VVD Iona yeah still here
Today is second day for yard planning and first session in the morning. Now we are talking about the boundary. There are two different boundaries. One is the specific and one is the general. And plan pattern 1. Okay, so this could have specific okay, but the general boundary also has the general boundary does not have the specific planning pattern.
There's no-
Instead of that, we have mode. On the planning pattern, we have the mode. Is the mode and the service range
VVD.
and VBD. Okay. As do you know this?
Yeah.
Okay. This case, specific boundary, since we have the planning pattern, so we can easily can get positioning group because planning pattern has the position. But here, we don't have. Without planning pattern,
Yeah,
we
sure.
don't have the positioning group, right?
For general.
Yeah. So under this mode,
Yeah.
we have the planning pattern. Right? Under planning pattern, we have the one the flag is only for the specific
Mm.
or not. So this is the specific check.
Sorry,
Mm.
may I ask why do we the check button for only for specific is required?
I'm explaining.
Yeah.
Okay. So if our configurations, our planning patterns has on the mode, for example, the export,
Okay. And SBS.
Okay. Then SBS.
yes, and mail something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then this mode has 4 different planning pattern. Two of them is only for specific boundary. Okay. So now we are talking about the general boundary. Okay. That time system does not check this. And when one container need position, system check which mode, okay, it's export, service range, blah blah, and VBD, blah blah. Then there are 4 planning pattern, but these only for specific.
Okay.
So system does not check PP1 and PP3, but the PP2, PP4 has system check only the PP2 and the PP4. Okay. Then same rules we apply to which planning pattern is the best planning pattern for general boundary. If this GP1 and the GP2. Yesterday I explained how system can calculate grouping pattern score. Okay. So if grouping pattern score is 2 and is 3, then system check the details of the PP4. In this PP4 planning pattern, we have the positioning group. Okay, so sequence, system check the specific boundary first. If there is no specific boundary, or if there is no specific boundaries, or even specific boundaries, but fail to get the available positions from this specific boundary, system check the general boundary, right? So when system check the general boundary, boundary already we know we have the two boundaries, but to get good positions, still we need positioning rule. But this is the way of searching the positioning rule. Okay. Only these rules could be used for this general boundary. You get, or still suspicious?
So the system will search first from the specific boundary and then general boundary.
Yeah.
But before search for specific boundary, the system will search from area plan, right?
Of course.
Yeah. After area plan, specific boundary, and then general boundary. By saying there are two general boundary, do you mean example? As an example, you have two.
As an example. As the examples.
Okay.
Two boundaries.
Another questions. Why if I tick check for the only for specific in the planning pattern, the system won't find from the planning pattern?
Okay.
For example, can you open back to the CATOS?
Okay.
It's back. Back. Okay. No, the planning pattern just.
Dari button.
Yeah, window. Okay, this one. Let's say I have about 20 planning pattern in this one mode, service lane and BBD. So there is only about 8 that will tick only for specific. So how does, let's say currently one container for 22 GOMT POD Hong Kong trying to find a location. So the system won't look from planning pattern number 8, number 7. Is it correct? Because it was ticked for only specific.
So two things you need to know. Okay, the first, what I explained is, so for the general boundary, we need positioning rule, right? But the general boundaries are belonging to this mode. It's both NSBS and EONA vessel. Okay. There are 20 planning patterns. I'm not. Okay. Right. But when we search which positioning rule, so system exclude the specific, only for specific. This planning pattern for the only for the specific. So from the 9 to the 20, these are the candidate to return the positioning rule. System check the grouping score. Then if 15 is the best grouping pattern, planning pattern, system going to take this rule. Okay, this is one thing. So for the general boundary, to get the positioning rule, system does not check the planning pattern, which is only for the specific. This could be used until this could be used specific or general.
Okay.
Okay. But this is all general. Can you open the?
So it is not necessary for me to tick only for specific, right?
No, we need. That I will explain. That is the second function. Okay.
Okay. My concern is, it's really a good way for our terminal to use this kind of specific planning pattern, because it's really focused on the grouping pattern and POD as we created this one.
POD. I don't think I will check this POD later. So usually we don't use the POD. Okay. So just forget this POD to create the planning pattern.
Mhm.
We will study later. Okay. For these tick options, we mainly has the two main purposes. First, this could not be used for
Yeah, general.
searching the positioning rule for general
Yeah.
boundary. Okay. That is the first purpose. I'm not finishing the first purpose. So could you please open the boundary plan view? So if we select general, okay, then the general. So
Oh.
this is the mode. Export NSVS EONA vessels. This is
Mm.
mode. And can you select any? Click. Just click. Click. Okay. So we have the one general boundary for these vessels.
Mm.
Export NSVS EONA. Okay. Here's we have the 21 36 boundary, right?
Mhm.
But there is no any only for the
Mhm.
specific.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's this. So this V3 block is one of the general boundary for all this export NSVS and that VVD.
Mhm.
Okay. But if we click specific, specific, now you can see that we must that here we have the specifics, also the untick. Okay,
Yeah.
everything are displayed. To draw the general specific boundary, you must select one of these.
Yeah.
Then system displayed. This is the, for example, block P3, bay number 47 to the 47th is the one of the specific boundary for this plan pattern. Okay, this is the one purpose. Okay, the second is okay, we have the empty container, like damaged empty, for example, damaged empty. Then we make the one group. I mean the one grouping
Grouping
pattern.
pattern.
Okay. So now one empty damaged container from the gate. Okay.
Okay.
Then if there is a specific boundary, system try to get positions with this specific boundary from this specific boundary, right? If we failed, then we have the general boundary, right?
Okay.
We have the general boundary. But that time, you don't want to make the general boundary empty and DG, empty and damaged. Just we want to make the general boundary for empty. It means in the general boundary, we have some specific blocks only for the empty.
Okay.
Okay. The first, if the damaged empty is coming, then we will use a specific boundary. This is only for the empty and the damaged, like the PY2 and the bay number 1 and 2. This is the boundary only for empty damage and first ground. No more 2 tier or 3 tier, just first ground. This is our rule. But we failed because fully occupied.
Okay.
Then the system checked the general boundary. But this general boundary is not for empty and damaged. This general boundary for all empties.
Okay.
We don't know where to go,
Mhm.
but this is general boundary. Okay, so in this case, the group is different. So when we are concerning the specific, the grouping pattern is very specific. Empty, 20 foot, and the damaged or the MSC containers go to the somewhere for the workshop, right? But if we failed, then we will check the general boundary. But our general boundary is very general for all empty. we will use the block A, block B, and block C, not bay-wise. Okay, so for example, go to the planning pattern. Okay, planning pattern again. Okay, let's think this is the 2TO number 1 is the, let's say this is the 20-foot MSC damaged container, okay? And we will draw specific boundaries, but we fail. But if we untick, then when system search the new positioning rule for the general boundary, maybe still same grouping plan pattern
Yeah.
could be used, right? But this positioning rule is for the damaged containers, like first ground or something like that. But in the general boundary, we don't want to use this positioning rule. We are going to use the general rule for the all empty containers. Okay, so one container could be on general boundary, a specific boundary, and the general boundary. Okay, so if this container, if system search this container's planning pattern in the specific boundary, then we will apply this rule. If we fail, we will apply another rule. If we untick, maybe we are going to use the same rule. Then return no obeyed position.
But if we created an area plan for all damaged container,
The
to-
damage is just one of the example. If just we are concerning on the damage, of course, we are going to use the area plan for
Yeah.
the all damage. But this is just one example. Okay.
if the system can't find the location from the specific, it will look at the general. If it is antique,
Yeah.
from this okay, let's say, can you scroll down? Okay, let's say number 39, 22 GO. This is specific boundary, but are not tick only for specific. So one container belonging to 22 GO, and this with this planning pattern, we created another POD. Created POD, so it's the POD of the container is also PHMNL, but the system can't find the best position from the specific boundary, so it will look for the general using the same positioning rule. I would like to know how come the system can't find the best position from this planning pattern, but it can search from the general boundary using the same planning pattern.
Yeah. Two ways. No. So this 39.
Okay.
If our yard planner draw the specific boundary,
Okay.
then of course search to get the position from the specific boundary. Okay. Then if we can have the positions, no problem. We
Okay.
stop, right?
Okay.
But if we fail, system check the general boundary. The not actually. If we fail this one, then if we have the same thing like 22G0,
Yeah.
POD asterisk,
Asterisk. Okay.
yeah, of course, then we will check another grouping pattern, another planning pattern, and check the specific boundary. Yesterday I already explained the procedure, right?
Yeah.
So best planning pattern, if we have the general specific boundary, we will check. And if we fail, system check next best, second best planning pattern, also specific boundary. This is our procedure. How system search the boundary. But every specific boundaries if we cannot get any positions from the all specific boundary, then we should search the general boundary. Okay.
So maksud dia tak nak kena buat juga lah general boundary tu. Tapi general boundary kau tak adalah spesifik macam kata ada semua grouping pattern, ada semua POD, tak ada. Tapi dia jadi macam mungkin kalau kata macam tadi tu kan, ada dua kaki, PH dan menalan. Spesifik dia tu. Tapi bila tak jumpa general yang ada, yang kita create general 22 GO tak POD asli kan, dia akan pergi lah.
Dia akan bercampur.
So selama ni kalau kita tak ada position tu sebab kita tak ada general plan, ada general boundary, kita ada specific dia sebab kita okay, matlamat dia ni adalah dia adakan spesifik dengan general ni supaya benda tu takkan tak ada plan, tapi kita nak plan tu betul. So kalau benda tu pergi gate laju pam, tapi kalau benda tu salah kan, kena ubah dalam yang tu yang apa positioning rule tu pakai dekat specific planning pattern. Dekat general ni kalau setiap tak dia dia dump, tapi dia boleh bukanlah buat untuk setiap kapal, dia buat untuk setiap servis.
Dapat touching first touch dia ni.
Will general boundary plan follow the positioning rule?
Yeah, of course.
Let's say we create 17 positioning rule, and will it follow to that 17
No.
layer to trace the best position?
Just one planning pattern, positioning group.
Just one. I don't
That's
get
what I explained.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So general boundaries is the road, not for the specific planning pattern, just this mode.
Okay.
Okay, we need positioning rule. Then, which planning patterns positioning rule we should use? Okay, if we failed get position with this positioning rule, system never checked another positioning rule, just single positioning rule. It's all across our yard planning concept is the same. We don't mind it's a specific boundary or a general boundary. Only we apply a single positioning rule. In this one, we have the PP1, PP2, okay, PP3. This is for the specific. This is for the specific. Okay. If container A, if system check, okay, this and this. But this not match with the grouping pattern. Okay. So this container checked. Okay, this is container A is belonging to the PP1, PP2, PP3. Okay, it's a stage of checking the specific boundary. Then system no. Okay, GP scope. Okay, this is 5. This 3. 2. Then system check PP3's specific boundary. Here we have specific boundary with positioning rule for this PP3. If we failed, system check next planning pattern. Still, we are here under the specific boundary checking. Okay, then PP3 also it has another specific boundary. Maybe same boundary, the physically could be same,
Okay.
the maybe different positioning group. We don't care. It's already checked. Boundary could be same block, same bay, but we can apply the different rule. Right? So SP BN like 1 and SP BN 4. Then we failed. Then system check this one. This is the only for specific. So we don't mind when we checking the specific boundary. We don't mind that this is only for the specific
Yeah.
one. This is only for the specific. Of course, we can use for specific boundary. Even without the checking, still is the we can draw the specific boundary. And this pattern has the specific boundary 3, boundary 5. Then we failed. Okay. Now we have three planning patterns, and each of them has each on the specific boundary, but we failed finally. Then we should go to the next stage with general boundary. Then the system check. Okay. Then check. This for the export SVS. For this one, then system check. Any general boundary. Of course, same boundary. General boundary. Let's say we have three boundaries as the general. Then we need the positioning rule, right? When system retrieve the positioning rule, system does not use this because this is for the specific boundary. Then system check this or this. Okay, if PP4 has the good score like 3, this is the 1. Same, it's 2, it must be 2. Then system going to use PP4's positioning rule. Okay. If this score is number 1, system will check PP2's positioning rule. Okay. But if PP2 has only for the specific, system do not check. System use only PP4. Then if we failed, then stop. System does not check another's planning pattern.
So there's no left that. No, not left that.
We will check the and X, NS, DS,
S3.
S3. Then routine, repeat. Okay. So this is the one of the propose to get the general boundary. So why we have this one? Okay. For example, we already know we fail to get planning, get the positions with the planning pattern. So we don't want to use again for the general boundary. In this stage, we don't know this going to have the best grouping pattern score or not. But in this stage, hey, do not use this planning pattern for the general boundary. This is only for the general boundary. So we can use this one. Even the support is the less than this. For example, as I explained, of course the damage, normally we are going to use the area plan, but if we have specific boundary, okay, then TPP, for example, TP 6 is the for the empty damage. We will assign the specific area or bay for those containers. Okay, this is for specific only. Then we fade. Right? Then some terminal. Okay, stop. Do not use general boundary. You don't want to system assign the unexpected positions for damaged container. Okay, so we have the one options, not your version. Okay, not your version, but for this case, do not use general plan. If failing to get the specific positions, return the error. And the user will search the positions, or they will draw the new positions for the new damage because it's fully occupied.
Got it.
Okay. One more thing is
Matlamat tak sama tapi
also
You
please
can resolve.
write down. Okay. We have general boundary here. Okay. Some specific blocks we can use for specific boundary. Now, blue containers coming. Okay. No, sorry. Red container is coming, but this red container has only general boundary or fail to get available positions from the specific boundary. Now, system searching the general boundary for this red container, right? You know, this area is assigned for the specific boundary,
okay.
but is also one of the general boundary range. But if we assign here, blue container could not have the good positions within this specific boundary. So, general idea is when we search the positions from the general boundary, if we has the higher priority from this range, which have no specific boundary, then if we fail, then finally it search in the specific boundary. I think more controllable.
Yeah.
Okay, this general idea, right? So let me check your version has this feature or not. No, do not route. You already, there is no requirement. So if I don't say, you don't know, right? But I'm very honest person. I really help your the planning, so I introduce. Because you do the project long time,
Yeah.
almost 2 years. Within 2 years, we developed a lot.
Mhm.
System still changing. Okay, so your versions and the other site's version could be different.
Mhm.
Okay, we cannot always synchronize. So good things from the other system are always introduced to other current users.
Mm.
It is one of the feature. Okay. So idea from our Japanese side.
Mm.
So I make it a standard, but your version is the different version. So let me check we have this feature or not. Then if we don't have this feature, we'll implement,
Mhm.
migrate these functions for the mother side to here. So this general idea I think is good, right?
Mhm.
So because this specific boundary has a specific reason.
Yes.
Because of this, we draw the specific boundary.
Mhm.
So I recommend please use general boundary mostly. Then if you really need microcontrol or manual control, then draw the general specific boundary. If you use the specific boundary mostly, then we cannot find out good positions out of the specific boundary under the general boundary. Okay. So you write down,
Tapi
send me the mail.
kalau
Okay, I will check if
kalau
no
kita
functions.
macam
I will
kalau ada
ask
buffer
you register one
space boundary,
matrix.
space boundary, general boundary semua buffer.
Yeah.
That's good to know lah.
Mm.
So these new features
Uh-huh.
that you were saying, is it the same as the empty pile
Yeah.
positioning rule yesterday,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You will choose an empty space as a better option rather than mixing with other
Yeah.
other specific boundary.
Now you already have you don't have the options, but the default system make it now your current version is the empty pile, right? Yesterday I explained.
Mm.
Yeah.
So how we can get the mixed score because there is no container, we cannot
Mhm.
compare. So default is the best score.
Yeah.
If we set 100, system return is the 100. But sometimes it's not best because we need to save our empty pile for the new vessel. Okay, so now user computer. I will give you the user configurable score. Your current, not legacy, the new CATOS 8.1 we are on testing is always return the best score. If we mixture then the 100 start from 100, the system return 100. If you make the best score from the 50, the system return 50. So always make 50. But that's not good. So best is the same purely same review. Maybe the second best. Any questions how we can control the specific boundary and the general boundary?
The thing is why listener prefer to use specific boundary because we have a really small space of block. So as I mentioned yesterday, it's about 15 blocks for export, and we have service service
Ada buat
30 dia.
lebih.
About more than 30 service lane. So the general boundary could be overlapped. I've trained with Lindsay and Hani about the general boundary plan, and I've seen what you did just now. The easiest way to let the system choose the best position is using a general boundary plan. If you have set the all positioning rule, mixture rule, but by doing that, we don't know which bay is going to be used
course, yeah.
for this VVD, and if it is overlap by, let's say, one block we overlap by 3 or 4 general boundary plan for 3 VVD. So we don't know which bay is going to be used by any VVD. If we have a bigger space, bigger block, if we can make it mandatory. So this block is for service lane NSBS, so it will be used by service lane NSBS any VVD. So it doesn't matter. So but currently, why we are not preferred to use the general boundary plan, because it is overlap. The general boundary plan could be overlap, so that's why we more prefer to use the specific, which means we decide which bay we're going to use for our specific planning pattern. But I think your recommendation to have a second layer of general boundary plan is good, so that we won't have any issues of no position. As long as if there is a specific planning pattern, it will choose from the position. If it can find, it will goes back to the general boundary plan. Yeah, I think it's good to have 2 layers of plan. 2 layers of plan.
Okay, so every terminal has their own the way of operations,
Yeah.
or different situations. So because of this, we have the specific and the general.
Yeah.
So okay, so maybe after 1 year you may have the changed your mind differently, but for time beings, because if we draw the specific boundary, we can expect
Okay.
this boundary going to be used for these vessels or this service lane. But if we use general boundary, even that position is the best, but we cannot easily expect. So we cannot expect.
Yeah.
Because of this, you want to control manage your boundary for the specific service lane and the vessels. Then you can handle that one.
Maybe I could try to use for any service lane that have only one kind of one vessel. One vessel that comes with many voice, like feeder vessel. I could try first using that general boundary plan and not having the specific boundary plan. I would like to monitor how does the system choose the best position, which bay and which pile it's going to use. That kind of service lane, maybe I could try. But to implement with all, do you think it's okay if we have an overlap of general boundary plan? That is my high concern, because as in legacy, to have a overlap plan, it's like yesterday the one that we set up the mixture rule. Just see below, if we stack a new kind of grouping pattern, the ground one will not be available anymore, right? So that's what is gonna happen. What had happened using the legacy system, the overlap of plan. So back to my question, do you think having an overlap general boundary plan will be okay?
I think it's okay. Since we are still starting our strategy, so I didn't give you all of the features how we can set the staking rules.
Okay.
And after these sessions, we can think to set up our strategy. Okay, we don't need to decide now. So after see all features, then we can set which strategy or specific boundary for these types of container. We are going to use specific boundary first and the general boundary. And the empty case, we are going to use the specific boundary or general boundary. For the import, we are going to use the general boundary normally, and then we are going to use the specific or something like this. So we can set different strategy for different operations.
Wait. Sebenarnya import boleh pakai general boundary ni.
Hmm.
Tapi pilihan block dia tu, faham tak? Macam kata kalau kita create general boundary, ada let's say ada 20 footer 40 footer kan, kita pilih kalau kita set kat mana 20 footer 40 footer, benda tu kan fix lah. Kalau kita tak set kat mana 20 footer mana 40 footer discharge pergi,
Dia akan campur.
so akan ada RTG handle dua jenis size type tau.
Okay.
Nah, so kita nak dia handle satu jenis kalau kata 20 kaki 20 kaki. We are discussing about using, I think this general boundary plan is good to use for import. So it can set only one time for all vessel, for all grouping pattern, 20 footer 40 footer empty.
Sure, yeah.
But the thing is, our concern is, if we let's say we set 20 footer for 6 block, 40 footer for another 6 block, it will be fixed until we change in the terminal monitoring, right?
Until we change terminal monitoring?
We change the position after the system give the best position. If we change, it will change. But
You can change.
yeah, we can change. But the thing is, if we don't set any, we make it we make it mix. Let's say 20 footer and 40 footer, we select the same block. Then the system, our concern is the system might give one block two kind of grouping pattern, 20 footer and 40 footer.
One block, right?
Yeah, that's our practice. We don't handle two kinds of grouping pattern in one time. Let's say we are having a discharge, you handle 40 footer, and then the YT number 1 is bringing 40 footer, so the spreader is open up for 40 footer. And then after one box of stacking, the YT number 2 is coming with 20 footer, so they have to close up their spreader to handle 20 footer. And then it keeps if it is a random grouping pattern, it will make the operation slower due to the RTG driver need to close and open back their spreader.
For that, like
Jom aku tak buat kerja lebih saya. Patut saya berhenti lah.
Tapi benda ni kita boleh tunggu.
Boleh, cuma kita nak tanya kalau kata kita buat, maksud kata kalau kata benda tu sistem ni okey, buat render, kita buat render, macam mana nak prevent benda tu?
So we have A, B, C. A block has a grouping pattern.
What's fit?
It's blue. This is the blue and yellow.
Okay.
This is the yellow.
Okay.
So
Okay.
This is the
Mixed one.
duplicate, mixed, the overlap two things. So you are worried about this one, right?
Yeah.
If it has a 20 foot and a 40 foot. So this is only for the 20 foot, for example.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But if we have equipment here, his first job is 40 foot. And the next, if we assign the 20 foot, so he moved because we cannot put 40 foot, 20 foot in the same way.
Yeah.
Maybe different way,
Yeah.
but near. But still, we need to change the length of the spread.
Yeah.
Okay, because of this, when 20 foot come, system check which block already has the 40 foot. Then system assign, okay, you must put here. Because there is some penalty, change the length of the spread. System already control. System already control. this has the already 20 and the 20 and the 20 and the 20. 4 jobs already. This is not a block because this is 40 foot.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it's already 4 jobs. But we know he need to change the spread length of the spread length.
Mhm.
But if this equipment has the too many jobs, then also assign this one. This is the under management. Okay.
Workload balance.
So what is the ratio between the 20 foot and the 40 foot?
Range 40 foot is like 60
Usually
40.
25 and 75 or something percent.
Yeah, maybe could be, but mostly the 40 footer is more than the 20
Of course,
footer.
yeah. Now, let's say that this one, okay. If 40 foot is coming, right? If 40 foot
Kosong madam ni.
also system think to save 40 foot size of the bay. So if we put here, this two small bay is the segment is what is the English segmented or breakdown?
Yes.
Breakout. I don't know. So we cannot use this two for the 40 foot.
Mhm.
So when system assign, normally it's not happen. So continuously we have the 4 empty bays.
Mhm.
System never assign here.
Mhm.
System
Okay.
assigned here. Then we can put another
Yeah.
container. In this case, 3 bays continuous open. We do not put the 20 foot container in the middle. We don't want to make them separate.
Mhm.
We put here or here. Then we can save the 40 foot to high utilize our yard space.
Mhm.
Also spread banks. So general boundary is not only for the general boundary and the specific boundary.
Yeah.
Even you have this many specific boundaries, still we can find this or this here. Then we can use this one. Okay. So I don't recommend to use the available first. Then always we will make the from here or from here.
Yeah.
Even equipment is here, you will bring the equipment here to take step in. But if we have the good rules, then system assign this equipment on the container. So I will check later. We will check later. So available is very classic way.
Yeah, yeah, it's a
it's
classic
easily
way.
controlled.
Sorry to jump off, but you are saying about the stacking priority model A, right? Available first.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, I've used E, the one that they recommend for me, workload balance. But I said I'm using E, and then I set a maximum key job to be 8. But okay, and then I plan for one block. I plan discharge, import discharge for two blocks. Okay, it goes. The discharge goes to 2 block, but the equipment is not fully utilized. It means that the discharge position is put in 1 block, but they assign to 2 RTG. Although I've set the max key job to be 8, because this is my understanding of the system. If I set the max key job to be 8, shouldn't be that the maximum number of the maximum number of job that the equipment can handle to be 8.
No. The
Yeah, I'm sorry to jump off.
No problem. Open the terminal mode.
Cepat ni. Betul, ni klasik. Di belakang boleh buka. Tak boleh kalau aku dengar tak cakap.
And the configurations, please open the block area configuration and the equipment configuration.
Yeah, equipment configuration.
Okay, that was the one of the topic today's discussions. But since you already issued, so let's see this one first. Okay. So for the block selections, mainly system concerns the distance between burst and the block.
Okay.
Between burst and block. For the export, system doesn't care how far from the gate to the block. That is not our equipment. We need focus on the loading operations. So since we have the burst position, we don't know which cranes we are going to handle for the export.
Okay.
Yeah, but at least we know the bursting positions. So system assigned near to the burst.
For export.
Export.
E.
We have options. I will explain later. Okay. Yeah. And the dischargings, of course, we know the gantry crane.
Yeah.
So we check the near
The distance.
block distance. But if we assigned only near distance block, the block workload going to be high. So our RTG cannot handle
Yeah, yeah.
everything at the same time. Then also system concerned block workload. So when system select two major factors, one is the YT travel distance and block workload. Now we are checking how system calculate our block workload, and open this. Here's repeat. You are talking about this one, right?
Maximum.
Z8.
This is for block. I set it for key. For RTG for TC.
Okay, this and
Let's say open up TC berapa apa kan? 15 ah? Itu 17 17. This is 17. Yeah. Yeah, see.
this one. So there is two maximum workload. One from the block area configurations. And we have the similar.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about the maximum orders control for
Positioning.
okay, then system, okay, this block, one alpha, A alpha, X1, for
A1.
example, alpha 1.
Yeah, alpha
Okay, as this RTG, let's say, working on this
Alpha
block.
one. Okay.
Okay, then when system select block, we know this equipment working on this alpha 1.
Yeah, okay.
Then with maximum count A, then if this RTG has already 8 key side jobs,
Okay.
key side jobs, then system does not assign the container on this block.
Okay.
Okay, that is your understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but system still assign the container
To the block.
block, right?
Using another.
Because you are using A.
Yeah. No.
No. Even with the E. Okay, even with the E, return to the yard planning and the boundary
check.
Equipment check. Do you know what does it mean?
It means that if I tick it, it means that it will send to another equipment even though it's not login. Right.
Similar, but EQ check is there is a one system going to check the any available equipment
Okay.
for this block.
Okay. Right.
Okay. If the RTZ availability,
Yeah.
okay, there are several factors. One, of course, login.
Yeah.
If no the operator driver in the cabin, system understand not available. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then equipment stoppage like breakdown
Mhm.
or maintenance, then not available. And equipment does not have the work coverage,
Yeah. Coverage. Okay.
not available. Okay. But if we untick, even there is no available equipment, system assign use the block. Okay. What is the meaning of behind is now is not available. Okay. But in this because you don't want to system check the availability.
Yeah.
Maybe you will assign the new RTG soon. That's the meaning, okay? But if you EQ check always, if there is no available equipment, the system never use the block. Okay, so you told me the RTG already reached to the maximum workload and the maximum key size job.
Okay.
The system still assign the block
No, I plan for one block.
only.
One block only. I plan for 6 container. Okay, I plan for one block. I put one RTG 17.
Mhm.
The max key job is 8.
Mhm.
So I discharge 6 container.
Mhm.
But the system give the position to work the same block A1. Let's say A1.
Mhm.
But it divides into two RTG. This is by using the E workload balance. So
No. You mean in your plan only one block is available,
Yeah.
only available, right? But one RTZ you dispatch,
Yeah.
okay, and set maximum 8.
Yeah.
But we try to discharge the 6. But
Yeah.
you are expecting is these 6 are these
Six
six
block.
discharging jobs should be under this RTG 17.
That is what my understanding.
Yeah, your understanding.
Mhm.
But system assigned another RTG,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's assigned another RTG to come help in one block. So
Yeah, because the near the RTG, right?
but the position is like 2 base beside the RTG. So it's not workable.
So I think there are 2 questions. Why system bring another RTG from the another block?
I understand why the system assigned another RTG. It's because we use the workload balance, right?
No.
No.
Or it's not because
No,
we
No, you are using the E, right?
Yeah,
Using
E.
the E. I will explain what is the E meaning later. But based on your current understandings, since this block, one RTG working,
Yeah.
and allow 8 jobs as
Yeah.
maximum, but we only discharge 6.
Six.
Why system assigned same block, right? This block. But why system bring another RTC
Mhm.
is the one question. Still, this is capability is the A, but 32 remains, right? And another, if okay, how we can bring another RTG to help this RTG because the workload too much.
Mhm.
But why it's very near because it's
Mhm.
under clearance,
Yeah.
distance. Okay, so two questions. So let's check the second question first. And terminal monitoring.
Key configuration.
Uh,
Configuration. Key.
configuration,
Configuration.
server configuration, and CCRI configuration. And
Equipment.
this is our clearance.
Yeah.
Okay, this is
Two-way.
our clearance. You told me 2 ways, right?
Yeah.
2 ways.
By base, it counts 20 footer base, right?
Yeah, 20
Yeah.
base count.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the let me check. These 6 jobs already. Okay, you charge 6 jobs, right?
Mhm.
So you mean the 6th jobs assigned 2-way difference.
Yeah.
Okay, but other first 5 jobs is the same way.
I need to check, but I'm not really
Yeah.
sure which is the same bay. The same block actually, but
Same block, but
yeah, same bay, same bay. But one RTG in this bay, another one RTG in this bay.
only 2 bays.
Yeah.
I need see the screenshot, but this RTG. But anyway, the 5 and 6 jobs just 2-way different, right?
Yeah, 2 bay.
I suspicious for that. Okay. So
This one. Yeah, this. I've emailed to Lindsay and Lindsay response were about the using the work balance.
where is the 6th job? This is only 5 jobs.
Hmm?
5 jobs.
Yeah, at least 5, but it were dispatched into 2 different RTGs, right?
TC 35 and 29, right?
Yeah.
Actually 3 RTGs.
Yeah. It's more than one RTG. Ah. Very good. Satu blok tu DC. No, kita buat satu blok. Kita draw satu blok. Dia bagi satu blok tu lima job dalam tu. No, tak ada. Benda tu under coverage. Under coverage dengan tu block priority.
So you are talking about these 2, 43 and the 45, right?
Yeah. 43 and 45
Mm.
is a 2 base, right?
1 base. And but assigned different RTG.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you open the Y7 block? way different, right?
Hmm.
When did you meet these errors?
What's the date on that? Last time I think it's last week bang, minggu lepas ke 2 minggu lepas lah, lama dah kan? I think it's more, it's 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Hmm.
Did you get any answer from her?
Yeah, Lindsay said that because I choose the type E, workload balance. So because that's the response
No,
from.
that's not good answer.
No.
That's not good answer.
No, find the response from Lindsay.
Shit. It's not because of you.
It's not because of E.
No.
Yeah,
no,
that,
no, 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 no.
that's
No.
that's the
No.
why we are currently we are the two kinds of model that we are prefer to use A and E, the one that I said to you yesterday. But due to this kind of discrepancy, we are most prefer to use A, the classic type.
Mm.
Wait, I find you response.
Kunci tak jumpa ni. Kunci ni tak jumpa ni. Kau cakap itu apa yang tu best terbaik ni.
Dia tak, dia punya cara okey, cuma sekarang ni
Kenapa kita dapat result dengan tu?
tak tahu.
Dia faham tak?
Dia faham dan dia pun menidakkan benda tu. Dia kata tak sepatutnya jadi macam tu. Wait, SJJ. Can you wait for a while? I'm gonna need my laptop.
I need some the log files. So you know that is the something wrong because two RTC positions can be near to the here, but at least we
Two.
should assign one RTC,
Hmm? Okay.
right?
Okay, yeah.
But so I suspicious who assigned this TC? User changed TC or system assigned RTC? I don't know. So
Is it because I tick the allocate YQ without login? I tick it. I check that box for all equipment.
I don't even the reallocate or loading. Also, two RTC cannot handle these two jobs.
Okay.
Okay, physically it's impossible. So I should check the what was happened. That I need some the log files or historical data, but I cannot say what the main reasons.
Yeah.
But one thing clear is it shouldn't happen like this way. Okay.
It's okay. You can. Can you please continue back from your last session?
Okay.
I'm interrupting you.
Kau punya setting betul tak?
Where we are.
Hey, open the notes. So you can find not this. The last one, 14.
Okay.
14. This is my concern.
Okay. Let's think about the workload. So you know now it's a time. What is the difference? The C, D, E. I
Yeah.
think A, B. I think little clear.
Yeah.
A, B. A is available first.
Yeah.
B is product containers first, and we have the C, D, E,
Mm-hmm.
and the yard planning.
Planning pattern.
So here we have the payroll priority, the right hand click show.
Okay.
We have A, B, C, D, E. For C, is system check equipment workload. So workload balance between the RTG.
Okay.
Option C is the workload balance between the RTGs. Okay.
C.
C. Okay. D and E is workload balance between blocks. Okay. C and D and E. D and E is mostly same. Mostly same, just little different. But the C is totally different. Okay. So, but we are recommending to use the option E. Okay, E. But for your understandings, I will explain how system calculate C and how to system give the position using the option C. Okay. Terminal monitoring. Equipment configuration. Equipment configuration. Yeah, the equipment configuration. Yeah, the
Yeah, okay.
equipment configurations and
Open
list
PC 17.
17.
No, no. This is 17. Number 21.
So we have workload control for the positioning. Okay, so we have the 20, 15, 5, 10, and 0. Okay, proceed.
Why?
It's the setting is
Me. I'm the one that said it.
sorry. The easy way is how many jobs this RTG has. Okay, if we have the TC1 and the TC2, the easiest way to know about the workload to calculate to see the job count. If TC1 has 5 jobs, TC2 has 7 jobs, we can say TC2 has more workload
Okay.
because it has 2 more jobs. Okay. But each job type has the different weight. You know, this TC1 has 5 jobs, but all loading or discharging. For example, TC2 has the 7 jobs, but all remarshaling jobs
Okay.
for the shifting. Okay, same job time. No. The count is the great, but we think then another discharging we need assign the RTG. We don't use the TC1 because he is busy for
Yeah.
discharging and loading. But the TC2, even he has the 7 jobs, if we assign this TC2, we fully understanding the RTG operator will handle this discharging job first.
Yeah.
Okay? So, because of this, we need some the workload management mechanism. Because of this, we are using this weight. Okay. So if we say the key is 20, if TC has 5 jobs, we system understand its workload is 100.
Okay.
Okay. Then the TC2 has 7 jobs. Okay, with all the demarshalling, and we can say 70 workload. So who has more work? The TC1. Okay, in this case, system will assign the TC2. Okay. command
The highest should be
30.
30. Okay.
30.
Change.
And do you think the also gate jobs, let's say, okay, change 30. Gate jobs, okay. So let's think this way. This TC has the one loading job. This TC has the two, one gate job. Okay? Gate out.
Yeah.
And this is for the loading. Then we have the one discharging jobs.
Okay. You could.
Awak download.
Download je lah, download je.
Download dari buku sebenarnya gitu lah.
We start from the 30.
Okay.
Okay, start from 30. TC1 has one loading job. TC2 has one gate out. This TC working on this block. This TC2 is working on the different block. Now, one container discharge from the key, but only this the boundaries.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we must select from these two blocks. So one discharging jobs. If we concerns this TC 1 and 2, where we should go?
You're asking from this terminal practice,
Yeah,
TC2.
TC2. Okay. Now we have the another one discharging, right?
Okay.
And another discharging, new container discharge.
Mhm.
Now here's one job and one gate out, one discharging. Where we assign?
C2 lah. TC2 lah. TC2. If it is same grouping pattern as before,
Same grouping pattern?
the first discharge and the second discharge,
No, no, no.
different grouping pattern. It could be
It's a
random.
not matter. It's the same or different. Just we have to think about the workload.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's say different grouping
Yeah,
pattern.
yeah. If it is different, it should be TC1.
Sure.
Yeah, if it is a different grouping pattern,
If it's the same.
the same should go to TC2.
Because you think these discharging jobs in the same way,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
How about this case? TC1 has one loading. TC2 two gate out. charging these jobs, which block you will select?
One discharge.
One. So we need the positions. We are talking about positioning, right? So positioning. So
Yang tu lah. Pilih satu kan. Ada satu loading, sebelah tu ada dua pickup.
loading will pick up.
Si satu lah. PC1.
This one.
Balance kan.
To make it balance, PC1.
And we need to set 20.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? So if your answer is still TC2, then it should be 10 or 15.
Should be low. It should be low. The priority should be low.
So
Then
yeah,
score.
so you are not much sure, and two gate out, one loadings. It really depends on the situations, right? Then just make equal. So it should be
20-20.
15.
So
It
number
means
score.
Yeah?
Number to score.
No, bukan score. Dia it's like a multiplier, right? For the workload.
yeah.
Dia
multiplier.
so kalau kata abang set key job tu 30 kan. So abang ada satu job loading ataupun satu job discharge, workload dia akan jadi 30 kali 1. So kalau abang ada 5, 30 kali 5 150. Itu yang akan sistem akan kira workload siapa boleh banyak. So kalau TC tu ada kata ada 3 job loading, 2 job gate kan. So ada 30 kali ada 3 kali 30, 2 kali 20. So total akan jadi 90, 94, 130. So job workload tu TC tu 130. So TC lain-lain lah berbanding ikut apa, sebab kita job kan selalu job loading boleh ada dengan export, job discharge boleh ada dengan pick up. So kiraan dia kita boleh kira macam itu lah. Dia depends on priority kita nak macam mana. Yeah, you
Okay.
understand.
So if we are suspicious, let 15. It means workload is the same, right?
Okay.
Current workload, this is 30.
Okay. Yeah, so this is 30.
It's the same. If we set 15, I think 15 is okay. Okay. Then we cannot decide which block is better using our block workload. Is equal, right? Then system will check another factor, right? If this positioning rule score is 104 and 49, system will assign this block. Okay. The first priority is the block workload. Okay. Its block workload is the same. System check. Next criteria.
The block workload is calculated by
Not block workload, equipment workload.
Equipment
workload. Okay. Then so if you think even in this case some terminal clearly says no still TC2. It really depends on if
Yeah.
this because if we have the two lanes, this is for the YT, I mean the PM,
yeah.
like this is for our extractor and load tractor, then we don't mind. Okay, we will assign this YT to discharging this block. Then this RNG will work on this one. But in the JPB, we know the XT and the YT using the same lane.
Yeah.
Then load tractor stop already here.
Yeah.
So I cannot go. So we should handle this one, right?
Yeah.
We should handle this one. So you cannot say easily which is better. Then let him system select using the other criteria. So it's 15. But normally in the RTG they are using the 20. Okay, it means it's two jobs going to 60, right?
Yeah. 60.
So, so it's equal. So we need some tests. It's all depends on
Yeah.
our the other situations. So every terminal is different. But my recommendation is 20. My recommendations, but you can use 50. Okay. If you are not much sure, please follow
Okay.
my recommendation first.
Your
Then
recommendation
you
using 20,
20.
is it based on productivity or based on work, making the workload balance?
From the you know, it really depends on the our RTG operators working environment. In the Korea, in the most people, gate also important.
Yeah.
They
that's
will
true.
get very angry. Hey, I arrived. So I don't care. I arrived first.
Yeah.
First in, first out. Then
That's why
we-
you should.
some terminals still have some rooms to have the more important. I mean, the vessel operation little more important than gate out. Yeah. So it's because of our fluent operations, not productivity.
Yeah, so
If we think about productivity, always same, one. Just check work count.
Okay.
But we don't work like this way. Okay? So my recommendation is 20.
bukan kita kena decide dulu.
Okay.
Kalau aku decide benda ni, aku
Sorry.
decide yang tinggi.
And 20. Rail, I think 10 and yard 5.
Why?
Really?
So that's the bullshit that you were mentioning about between the rail and the yard.
Later yet.
No, but rail still we have some time to handle the containers because the trains stay a long time. So now, as I understood, we don't use the remarshalling for the rail operations. Some areas, if
Okay.
we have the near to the rail, we call the rail buffer. So
Okay.
normally we move the container from the main yard to the rail worker 24 hours before the train arrive.
Okay.
Then with our leach stackers, then put the container on the train. Okay. But as far as I know,
That is for loading, right?
for the loading, rail loading, rail discharging as well. They discharge the
And
rail
the buffer.
worker. Then after train
Leave.
went out, then we assigned leach stacker and YT to put the container on our main yard. Okay. But you don't have the rail buffer.
It used to have. It can be had. We can have it. But we don't really it's not really recommended to use that kind of operation because you will for the productivity of the rail it is good, but there will be more rehandling job. It's a double job for the container. Let's say one container should go, if it is not have any buffer, it should go straight to this import block. So only one handling. So if we use the buffer, it's going to be two handling. One handling from the rail to the buffer, another one from the buffer to the actual block.
Yeah, of course. To move we
Yeah.
need. Okay. But it's of course it's because of the productivity. Yeah.
Mhm.
Cost is the double, but the productivity is just stable. So rail operation will not impact our vessel or gate operations.
Yeah.
Right. So but in the JPB we are using YT for the
Yeah.
rail loading and discharging. But still we have the time because the vessel and the gate mostly more important than the rail operations because this is our internal. So usually I recommend 10 for the rail, and internal move like remarshalling or the shifting, just assign one or one. Just we will totally ignore.
Delete.
Totally ignore. Okay. But my recommendation 30,
Huh?
20, 10 and 5.
Kan dia cakap benda tu bullshit sebab lebih kepada Yat bukan kepada Ray lah.
Yang kau setting berapa ya?
Aku setting Yat tinggi Ray
Oh.
rendah. Sebab tu dia cakap. Aku rasa sebab tu dia cakap bullshit kot. So the thing is I set high for Yat. What is for ITT because we discussed it with Lindsay and they said we don't have ITT movement.
Actually, you have the ITT, but it is the ITT stand for interterminal transport.
Yeah.
The container from the BBT,
Yeah.
breakbulk
yeah.
terminal.
Yeah.
But we are using the gate, right?
Yeah, okay.
Gate. So
The process is beyond terminal area, right? After delivered, that ITT process is from from JCT gate to the BBT, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so that is beyond this configuration.
Yeah. Or is the gate just?
Yeah, it should go on the gate.
Yeah. Then we can set 0. And lift job workload multiplier is the 1.5 multiple. So this is loading, but it's a product. Lift container, which can make it 45 workload. Okay, but if you don't mind, we're going to set 1.
So it's not really.
So lift container jobs take more time than the dry container. So we have the 1.5. Then this is workload, right?
Yeah.
From the job count and the job time. But we have another workload is gantry move. Also one of the workload.
Tapi ni pun sedap. Ingat tak ubah aku ubah balik tu.
Tak kacau makan je lah.
Tu aku cakap aku lantak kan Ray. Dayah aku baru terselup. Dia nak priority.
Dia mana priority dulu eh. Dia ada priority kita punya base. Ori tu pandai tu lah. Dia nak belakang fikir.
Session ni kita develop idea untuk cakap bahasa Inggeris. Sebab dia nak pakai baju corporate apa ni.
Belum.
We already checked. Okay. This is the one workload with the job. Okay.
Okay, mana paper caster lah. So
And another. RTG here. Another RTG here. He has the already gate in. One gate in. It has no job. Okay. 2 boundaries. We are talking about the position. Okay. Still on the position. Option C is a equipment work load runs. We are talking about option C. Okay. boundaries, same looking pattern. Okay. Then we assigned one equipment here. One discharging jobs, If I assign it here, we have two positions. Okay. If you are the yard planner or the dispatchers, which positions you are going to assign? This RTG has no job, but very far because you throw the specific boundaries. Okay. And this block you throw the specific boundary here. Which position is better?
Left one.
Hmm?
If I choose the left one, will it the job will be given to the TC1 or TC2?
TC1.
TC1. I would like job to give to the TC1 since it has no job.
It says no job. How about here?
Oh.
Which one?
Yeah.
This is
Lagi jauh.
block,
Okay.
like 100 meters. No, 200 meters. This is just 5 meters.
TC2.
TC2.
We are talking about equipment workload. Okay. We know how system calculate using jobs. Okay. Then now we are talking about gantry move. It's too far. Is not good, right? You told me TC1 is better than TC2 because TC1 has no job, but you can go these positions easily. But in this case, you told me TC2 because it's very far. Okay. So, how about if this TC2 has 6 jobs? Still TC2? TC1. So there are some comparison rules between distance and the job. Okay. So we in the current system think like this way. When we handle this one job, usually take 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, I think, 100 seconds. Let's say one job handler time is about 100 seconds, more or less. Okay. So one bay gantry move time about, you know?
Berapa? Satu bit 10 saat.
Usually
Lama sangat 10 saat lah.
2.5 seconds, more or less. Easily, because it's a starting and a slow down.
Yeah.
So average we can say
Acceleration.
30 seconds, right? So why one RTG handling one job, this RTG can move 33 bays is equal to one job handler.
Yeah.
Calculate.
Time. Yeah.
Okay. So in case of this one jobs, okay, we can say okay, maybe 100 seconds required to handle. If these positions from here to here, it less than 33, this is still better.
Okay.
Okay. So we need this kind of the calculations. Okay. Normally we can set 30 days for one job. Okay, 30 days for one job. But human is human.
Yeah.
So this TC2 operator, hey, why always me? He is sleeping. Why you always me the jobs? Okay, so they can be complained. So even I drive my gantry, so logically, physically it 33 ways, but logically 25 or 20 something. Okay, so equally we okay TC1 one job, TC2 one job, or something like this, even far. But it's up to you. And just start from 30.
I would like to ask you. Let's say I have one discharge for the left block, that position, end of the block. Another one is beside the TC2. So for this discharge,
Here,
no, that the blue one.
this one.
That position is clear. So for the blue one on the right side, it should go to TC2. So for the blue one on the left side, in your opinion, it should goes to who?
That is one remained questions. Okay. If we have RTG move to the target bay on the same block, we know how many bays
How many bays?
he need to drive. But
So let's say about 27. One full block is 27 bays. Yeah. So from the start until the end, not 27.
then we can make the 27. And okay, RTG move to here, we can count bay count, right?
Yeah.
And if I have job here, and this bay count from exit
Yeah.
to exit, and this from the entrance to the target, also we can check bay count.
Okay.
Here, between the block and the block,
Yeah.
actually the physically 3 bays, 2 or 3 bays,
Okay.
only for the our YT driving.
Yeah.
Some bays just 2 bays, but big
Dia
road,
size macam
big road
kaki DC
3
kan.
bays.
Macam size lebih kurang 1 TC kan.
But if we calculate 3 bays, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
safety.
Safety, yes. Sure.
Physically. Why? But for the safety issues, the RTG stop here. I don't know your SOP, standard operational procedure, to cross the other block. But the normal the terminals they called security guard.
No, we don't.
Yeah, normally security guard, and he's waiting, and security guard, and he check and
Check
flag
for
and
clearance.
control the traffic. Then he make the signal. Okay, now you can move, and waiting. Okay, that is the one. So usually it takes 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But in the JPB, you know how long will it take to change this here to here?
It's not
We don't have to call for the signalman,
Oh,
but the driver need to ensure they turn on the siren, and then he need to
no,
ensure
turn.
No, no.
to left block to the right block. There is no
turn.
turning of tires.
No turning of tires.
Yeah, so only turning of tires required signalman.
Okay, but here, it turning tires and another turning, and
Yeah.
we can enter, right?
That requires signalman.
But between here is the peddler.
Yeah, this cross.
And how long will it take?
Just a few minutes.
A few minutes.
Just few minutes, not more than the turning tires operation.
We don't say few minutes. We need a
How many
number.
bit? How many
Just
bit?
let's say 5 minutes.
And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, for examples,
1 minute.
Lima okay lah sebab dia check juga pasal
Lagi tu.
this one.
Just 1 minute.
yeah.
In this case, we don't want this TC come here, right? If we have two RTC here, if we assign positions here, then he should back.
Yeah.
So we don't want to change the block.
Yes.
Only this equipment has too many jobs or no positioning.
Okay.
In no position, so this block has the more jobs, many jobs, right? That time only we can shift block. So physically, a few minutes plus there are something something I don't know the English and come here we can come, but we can back with the I don't know what is the name. But we don't want we want to stay at the one block and the one RTC.
Unnecessary movement. Is it called?
Unnecessary
Yeah.
movement or it's a necessary, but we are expecting if this RTC is here, he doesn't need come and back, right?
Yeah.
Maybe unnecessary move. Then even we know this is near,
Yeah.
okay, but we want this one. So we need the penalty to across the between blocks, like 10 minutes. Means one job. Now we think 1.5 minute, right? 100 seconds. So it means 10 minutes and 6 jobs. Right? So if this RTG has 5 jobs, no job, still this TC will handle. The 6, no problem. Okay. But the 7, no, it's a reach to the threshold. Now we call this. Right. So this is our optimal number. 6, until 6, we do not call RTG from the other block. If this block parallelly located in parallel way. But between here and here, now we have 2 blocks. Now TC, another TC. Then 6 jobs. We call? No. 7. No. It take long time, right? 20 minutes about
Mostly 10 jobs.
What's dangerous?
No, 10 jobs.
10 jobs. So usually we call the signal man and the secure and the change and the turn take. This is just go straight, but the pivot turning required for the tire and alignment. Okay, so it take. Then also return back is also not easy. Yeah. So more than I think twice, and I think 30 minutes clip. Even 20 jobs still we will kill it. But normally we have the other blocks, so this equipment will help. But only this RTG shut down. this RTG shut down. Now, only this RTG can help. That time, if this RTG shut down, I think, yeah, we do not, anyway, in this case, only we call this RTG, but very rare case. Okay, I think you usually manually will handle. So you don't want to system assign this RTG here. So if this case can happen, I think you already manage your RTG. Hey, RTG, do not stay here. Just come here. And also, because this RTG should have cover these jobs and these jobs, right? We will push back RTG here and push back RTG here. And this RTG cannot cover 3 blocks. That time you will call this another RTG to be here, but do not use this block for any position. We will lock. No more gating or vesseling.
Yeah, true.
Okay, we will block and you will handle by yourself in advance if this kind of situations happen. So it means we don't want to system hold this RTG from here to here. Okay, so we need 2 ways. Is very big penalty. It's still chance to call the RTG. Okay. Another way is remove this connection. Okay, there's 2 ways. So I recommend remove this connection.
By remote connection, you mean the interblock priority?
Interblock priority, no relations between this and this. Just we will make relation between these 2.
What coverage?
Coverage could have. We can have this TC as the coverage this and this and this and this. Of course, this also RTG has this and this. But this RTG has the coverage, but there's no link between these 2 blocks. System never call this RTG to come here. But when this RTG change the locations, it arrived. He's like actually. Then he arrived here. This RTG's current position is not here, but here. Then system know already coverage.
Yeah.
So we don't need to check the link because the RTG already located in here.
Okay. In JPB, the RTG doesn't have any GPS system. So if I would like to use your recommendation, which is remain the coverage set to all blocks, but the interblock priority just set a straight line. So how does the system gonna determine that the RTG have changed the block? Is it used?
They should introduce the current positions by RTG.
They should set the current position.
Drivers or our controller.
Yeah.
They should update current position.
You need a break.
We will finish by 12 o'clock, right? You have a meeting.
Yeah, I can go.
You can keep going on?
Yes.
Okay. Eric will take over. Eric will take over the Gemma link.
No, I can skip. Eric will meet me.
Can we break early because we have prayer at 12:30.
What time from?
12:30 boleh apa? Sebenarnya buat until 2:30. We can start back at 2:30.
When you start to pray.
Prayer start from 1, but we should go from 12:30 to the time we should be 12:30 until 2:30.
Okay. So we have the 40 more minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's have a short break. I'm tired.
Okay. It's okay.
Then
You can ask.
Okay. Then pause for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's the second days and the second sessions in the morning. D and E. D and E is it's time to mostly know okay how we can set this configuration in the case. C is totally are recommending 27 use the option days, like okay, one job. But for
Okay.
your understanding,
Another
I will
is
explain for how
this
system
family.
calculate C
Yeah.
and how to system give position
Another
using the
is
option C.
federal terminate, but the vertical is you will cut
Terminal
out.
monitoring.
You will manually dispatch the RTG.
Can we auto?
Auto, yeah, but that meaning between the segment configuration, it's a
Mm.
very
Okay.
big annotation between the RTG. It's up to you.
Itu okey ya sebenarnya. Cuma coverage tu selalu not coverage selalu.
Yalah.
Interblock priority tu kita matikan. Kita buat selalu.
Number 31.
Ayat dari bawah ke atas, dari atas ke bawah.
So
Ya, tapi
we
kalau
can
kita nak
control
panggil isi
for the
bantuan,
position.
benda tu manual lah.
Okay.
Benda tu manual.
So we have the
Sebab kalau kita buat auto,
25.
dia akan asyik membantu. Okay.
Okay. So we wanna check
Right.
how we can set this value.
Me, I'm the one that said it.
Sorry. The easy way is how many jobs
Oh, sorry.
is specified is the plane if we have.
Okay.
So please open the configuration. Let me enter this configuration and server. So this is the relative weight distance between blocks.
Okay.
So it should be 27 or 30. Let's put the 30. Okay, easy calculation.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
30 is okay because there are some block is their base is 29. We have
Yeah.
27 and 29.
30.
30.
Yeah.
No, 30.
Ah,
30. 330.
Hmm?
30.
30.
No, no.
30.
Ajay.
30.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to say, you know, this we can make it in the sheet
Yeah.
access to what?
Yeah. I know.
Then let me open the interblock priority.
Then you will know why they keep
Where is that interblock priority?
in the resource. YQ assignment.
Right. No.
No, in YQ assignment. Okay, and then down into block priority.
Y1. Okay. So if we say the sharp 2, we can use the 2 minus 1. So between this is the 1.
Okay.
It means 1 multiplier 30 base.
Okay.
If we set this is 3, it's going to be 60.
3 minus 1 is 2. Okay.
Okay,
Understand?
so this is good. Okay, 30 base. Between this, it's a 60 base, right?
Yeah.
From here, but it's a triple. So it's going to be, it's a 10 minutes from here to here. From the here to here, it's 30 minutes. So it's going to be 4.
Why it can be same with x2?
X2, it should be more. Okay.
From y1 to x2, it should be more.
Yeah. So usually we can do this way. Interblock priority.
block.
Mm.
Okay, right is 2. It means 30 days.
Okay.
2. From here to 4.
Okay.
Okay, plus 6. 6.
Mm.
Here between 4.
I see.
Between here, here, and here is 6. 6.
Okay. My configuration.
Should be this way, okay? From the center,
From the center.
right, left, and the 2, and up and down 4, right up, or left down, right down 6.
Why the 6 and 4 should be different? Because from my understanding, the
This
distance
is the,
same.
you know, we have the YT road, right?
Okay.
So this will not impact YT moving,
Mhm.
just from here to here.
No, you impact.
It will impact,
Yeah.
but the middle part,
Hmm?
the distance is far from here to
So-
here. So across road also is slow.
Okay. This is from my understanding. I understand base distance and movement. Okay. From center block, if you want to go to the center down, you require two times of
Three.
turning tires.
2 times.
Two times turning tires. They go up from center block into the YT road and
Yeah, yeah.
to the road. Okay, and then they turn tires. They want turn tires. And go down into the down. Okay, and then they turn another tire. They go left.
You're right.
So it's the same as to go to the down to the right.
No, no. This is street, right?
Okay.
Road. Also, it's across the road. More times are required. So, for example, if we have the 4 and 4,
Okay.
okay, we have the RTG here, and then we have RTG here, and RTG here. So, if we need the support this block with these 2 RTG, TC1, TC2, and TC3, which one you wanna port if there's no any jobs? If we need help, TC1, usually we will port TC2, then the TC3.
Kalau kita sama je kan, dua-dua kan. TC2, TC3 tak ada job. Mana-mana boleh kan?
dengan blok dia kot. Dia ambil
Tak, kalau kita. Kalau kita
sama je.
2 ke 3 tu tak ada job. Dua-dua sama kan? If in this terminal practice, both are the same.
Yang
Both same?
Yeah, the
Then-
distance.
Then
Kita
it
jawab.
might be different, but if you can say, we can set 4-4.
And that's why I said it to be the same. Then I would like to know your idea. Because if I set it based on your idea, it will dispatch the center block TC first, right? Rather than left or right.
Sorry?
If I use your configuration 4 and 6, it will choose the center
4.
down first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one first, then we will call this one. So if this jobs, many jobs, so then we will call this one. This configuration says this one has the priority. But if you think it's the same, then we can make it 4-4. Okay.
But
So
if we don't want to call for any additional equipment from outside of the area, we just set parallel, right, the interblock priority.
One line.
it's not easy.
Yeah, yeah.
So your question is that
If we want to dispatch the additional equipment manually,
for this block.
yeah, we should set only straight line for the interblock priority.
Yeah, in the system, if we have the 2 RTG here, because of this value, so system will call this TC right, TC left, TC is we have some priority. Okay, but this has the 10 jobs no available, then we will check from this, from this, and from this, and from this, from
Yeah.
this, which one is better. Then if everything, every RPG doesn't have any job, if we have a 4 and 6, 4 and 6, then we call this or this first in this configuration. What do you think if we have another RPG here? So if I were you, I will set this 5 and the 7 and 7.
May I know why you stick 3?
We have 4, right?
Yeah, yeah. Why?
From here to here, it should be greater than 4. If we make 3, system call this RPG. Or this
No. Why
This one?
yeah, that one. Why it shouldn't be 3?
Because our sense, this is the 10 minute between here and here.
Okay.
But here, 30 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Then this is just another 10 minute, but actually not 10 minute, but it's logically it's
Yeah.
very far. So it should be 5 and 7 and 7. We have another 6 and 8 and 8. So it's patterns.
Yeah.
But if you think as 4 and 4, 4 and 4, then 5 and 5 and 5 and 6 and 6. So do you? But not big meaning.
Yeah. Understand. Kau bukan salah faham tak faham.
So-
Dah decide tu tambah kerja ke tak?
If we have the y1 is 2, 2, okay, it should be 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, okay, good. Okay, it's 4, 5, 6, 7, right?
Yeah.
And the left, if you think it's the same, it should be 4, but my recommendation is 5 or 6. But
It should be greater than the center, right?
yeah, I think, but because this is near, this is further, there is road.
Does your opinion related to any other ports or?
Yeah, they are using this way because the cross the road, they always call the security guard. Even between this, they block here and here.
No. My question is for the for the Y1, the center you said we put 4, and
Here.
okay, that is 4, and then for the X2 we put 5, right?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. I would like to know your opinion is based on other port because they have some more distance to gantry between the center to the left.
Distance, but not only for the distance, the crane across the road, they block security card. Now you are not calling the signal man
Yeah.
here. If this RPG change from this X1 to Y1, but normally, even it's a parallel, they stop the all traffic in this zone. Okay, from here to here, of course, also because YT is from here to here, also cranes could be here, right? Also they block. So we need a block here and another block here. If this RTZ move from the X2, Y2, they block from here and here. Then now time Y2, Y1 also they block here and here. So take more time. But in your practice, you don't dispatch the signal man, so it's a different. But
Okay.
I recommend not to 4 and 4, just at least 5.
But if I use your configuration, the system will choose the TC from X2 block as is more priority than the Y2 block, right?
No, Y2 block has the.
Yeah. Y2 block is more priority.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I will decide with the management
Okay.
how they want it.
Then please adjust
Yeah.
this one. Okay.
Jangan ikut je kalau kau
It's not easy to change the old value. But
you know.
I don't like this the graphic user interface to set up. But the one of terminal they have the more than 112 blocks.
Oh.
Okay. Now
That
you
could
have
be
the
for one
just
week.
a few. Okay. So
I pun nampak pandai kot. Macam ini Ainus ni.
option C again, equipment workload balance. Okay, so he has the 3 jobs and 2 jobs and 4 jobs.
Okay.
Or let's say or same job type.
Same job type.
Same job type. So job workload, let's say, or the
Okay, job.
that's the jobs.
That's a job.
Okay, so it's going to be 90, going to be 60, going to be 30. And there are some the candidate positions here. Always. Okay. So if in these positions then gantry travel penalty, actually workload. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. 12 ways. So if I select bay number 1, bay number 1 from here. One, this RTG only available. This RTG not available, right? Because it is blocking.
Okay.
So we will check 2 ways. So plus 2 potential penalty. And if I select number 2, A equals 2, this RTG only available plus 1. Number 3 in the same equipment positions, then plus 0 and plus 1 for TC1, TC2, TC3, and this TC1 can adopt, TC2 can adopt, but this distance between RTZ positions and job positions near in the within the clearance, equipment clearance, still TC1. Okay. So all TC1 and TC2, 3 still to and 4 for the TC1. Okay. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and another 5 TC2. You got it. Okay. And this TC5 for TC1 and this one 5 and 4 TC2. So this position we have the TC1 or TC2 2.
Okay.
Okay, so this 3, so plus 49
4.
49. This the job workload. This TC1 has already 90, and bay distance
Okay.
is 4, 49, and for the same positions, this is a 65. For this one, 95, 64 workload. Okay, and blah 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 blah, and maybe this position's going to be selected. This position is blah blah blah, and finally cross 0 for TC 2 is going to be 6 plus 0.
Plus 0.
In this block, regardless positioning score, if only concerns workload, this is the best positions in this block.
Not best position for TC2.
Yeah, this is best position with the TC2.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the best position. And here, of course, we had a +1, +2 only for the TC2. TC1 cannot approach.
Yeah.
And here, if we have one jobs, now, okay, TC2 plus 5 something, and then also you can check this plus 5, this maybe plus 1, and between here we have 30. So going to be 40. So TC3 is available for these jobs, but TC3 has 30 jobs, right?
30 workload.
30 workload plus this, and another 40 base. So it's going to be 70. So this is a TC1 or TC3, but still TC2 is better. If we have the candidate positions here, only we have here, then TC2 will be assigned for these positions. Also, this position is best position in this block. And now, here, TC3 also another the 40 to change the block. Also get out, enter out, and enter in. And TC3 is the 30. So this position is the best position in this block. So TC3 will take 30 jobs plus bay distance 0 with a TC3. So this is the best, and this is the best. Now we have the two best, one from the block A, one from the block B. Then we will compare which is better. Which is better, right? So then assign these positions finally.
It should be TC3.
Yeah, TC3. So when system assigned, check equipment workload. For that calculations, also system try to assign which TC RTG can handle this job with how much penalty for the gantry and workload. Job workload. So this job workload and gantry travel distance penalty will be merged and returned as the penalty. So less penalty is better. So sorry for those kind of the mathematics, but the workload, when we select the C, system check crane's job workload, also crane's job travel distance. Based on this, system select the position. Okay. So in my calculations, I insist this is the best positions. Are you agree with?
Yeah. Just a question. If between TC1 and TC2, the calculation should be workload plus gantry travel. So
yeah, TC2 will take. Because this is 60 and the 90.
yeah, so
Then distance, if distance is the same, with TC2
So if the distance is the same and the workload is the same,
Workload is the same, then we will check another factor,
what is it?
direction.
Direction of the YT or the YT or
Yeah,
RT.
if YT is moving, this one. Oh, no, in this case, position of course here, right? This is the best positions.
Yeah.
If this one is only the candidate position, of course this could be selected, and the TC, I don't know which TC going to be selected.
So no, it's not based on another factor, which is the.
There is some factors, but no big meaningful factors. Just there are some logical selections.
So it could be either or. It could be TC1 or it could be TC2.
We don't know. But we have some logics. Sorry, you don't have. But this case, let's say no workload for this TC. I think this gray is better. If we assign this, then it's going to be two RTG located in the center of the block. If I assign the right, if I assign this one, right. So it means this range only this RTG cover.
Okay.
We don't not want to push at the corner. Okay, always
In the middle.
the middle is near to approach. Near, or we can full utilize two cranes. So we have more chance. So this is the option C. So system check the RTG's workload travel distance, and then less workload and near to positions could be selected. The position as the best.
Why option C is not recommended?
Because I didn't explain the option D and C. D and E.
Oh.
It's you can make decisions. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will explain the option D and E.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can select which is the better. Okay. It looks good.
For workload balance, it looks good.
It looks good, but so I think you are willing to use this option C, but after D and E.
Can you have like the two kinds of filter for the option? Let's say we choose C and E, like a combination. I'm just wondering because
Already we have.
but not you know.
D and E already have this combination.
Oh.
Okay.
So tadi cakap kena tunggu dulu
Okay.
explanation D dengan E.
So in the afternoon, we will keep going on what is the D and E.
Yeah.
And one more is so next we have the option D and E and mix priority and block score. The block priority in your language priority is for the I will explain it.
Yeah.
These are remained. Okay. For your information, this is about system select near block. This is a mixed priority compromise between the max workload, less workload, or high positioning score. Just short recommend for this case, we say this is the best.
Okay.
If we only concerning the job workload and the travel distance, but sometimes select these positions. Why? Because this position is the less workload and travel distance, but positioning score is poor. It means rehandling required. We have the more workload, but these positions we don't expect rehandling like 100%. We are not sure. Then we can use this block. So this is the compromise between the positioning rule, positioning score, and workload. Okay, this one. How system combine and the workload and positioning score, positioning rule score. DNE is about the block workload. So I will see 230,
Yeah.
240,
230.
230. Okay. Thank you. I will see you then.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you. This is the block priority for grounding. So we know this X1 and the Y1,
Z1.
Z1 is near to the burst
Yeah.
from the left to the right, X, Y, Z, right?
Okay.
So if QC1 handling for the discharging containers handled by the QC1, the general idea is
Already full. New. Save. You wanna save?
QC1 to QC10. Your bursts, how many bursts? 3?
3.
What is the meter from the here to here?
730.
730?
Yeah.
From here, 730?
Yeah.
730 you have the 3 bursts? Actually just two bursts. But you have the small burst, right? Okay. So P1 here?
Again, sorry?
What first number?
Yeah.
CT1,
CT1.
CT2.
Sorry?
CT1.
Is a CT1?
Yeah, CT2. CT3.
What is the CT stand for?
Container terminal.
Okay. And we have the QC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we have the blocks like this. We have the X, Y,
Yeah.
Z, another.
Bagus dia pilih
This is a
kali.
lane 2.
Bagus pilih kali.
No.
So this is the
The nearest.
lane 1, lane 2. So we have the another lane 3. Lane means they are sharing the YT test.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's lanes 1, Y, 3. And so we want QC number 2, 3, usually these 3 want to discharge this block.
Yeah.
Or this block. Okay. And 1, 5, 6. Okay. We are using the whole block.
Useful.
one, and then we know the x 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so if I say this
One.
type 1, okay, and y type 1, okay, then or or make it 1.
Okay.
No, except x6, x5.
This is
Oh, you move this one. 1, 1, 1, 5. So QC2 also make 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
this is two.
You can copy and paste. Here. Then, this QC number, where is QC number 3?
Yeah.
No, we doesn't have.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
For the report.
No.
No.
This is the true order.
Sequence.
Yeah, the true order of the crane.
Oh, okay.
Now you realize.
Not QC, why you have the QC number 12? Where is the QC number 3?
It's already
It's already
scrap.
painted,
No, scrap.
scrap,
Ah.
take out.
Yeah.
Okay. So these 3 cranes has the priority.
Mm-hmm.
So if we have disconnected charging, so this has priority 1. So even we draw the general boundary for the dischargings, these are all the boundary for all dischargings. Okay, it's for the import, the aesthetic and the aesthetic. Okay, the planning pattern mode is import aesthetic. And if he starts discharging this block, going to be used. Okay. If this crane work, also system assigned this, and this. Okay, this going to here, but system shared workload. Okay, so 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, system if fail to get the positions from the priority 1, then system check the priority. Okay, this one always first. Within this block, system check which block has the best workload. But any positions is a fail to get positions from the priority 1. Then system assign check from the priority 2. This is block priority. Okay, but if single vessel working, now we have vessels here. We assign the 3 gains. QC number 1, QC number 2, QC number 2. Then, do you think still this block X and Y blocks priority 1 in case of the
For 3 again.
for 3 gains?
No, it should not be the same.
But in this case, the whole block
Yeah.
should be used. I think this block usually one STS, one QC need 2.5 RTG. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. So 8 blocks, right?
Yeah.
8 blocks each. But we already have 10 blocks. Okay, so also this crane could not discharge at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, at the first time we will discharge, but
Yeah.
that time, but after doing that, something
No
loading,
rotation.
something discharging, so this maximum 3. So even with the maximum 3, I think these blocks are enough to cover. But because this is 2.5, even we have these rake jobs, gate jobs, still it's okay to meet our current productivity. Okay, but if we spread out this one, YT go further,
Yeah.
further, but we can full utilize our RTG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So, sorry, your version is this, but new version is different. New version is different. So if we use this setting, system strongly check this priority first.
Which area?
Yeah, if we, I already said, right? So it is very careful. Now I already said, if QC number 12, 2 and 1 dischargings, this block has the priority.
Okay.
Okay. Then next maybe G 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5.
Okay.
Then we will put 2.
Mm-hmm.
But system will check the position within this block
First.
first. If you have the general specific boundary and the Y1 or Y2, of course we will fail to get positions.
Fail?
Yeah, because there's no boundary.
Oh, if there is no boundary.
If you draw the boundary Y, G1 and G5
Okay.
with number 2, so we fail, then we will make this one.
So there should be block priority for grounding and boundary. also.
Be careful. If we have, we can dramatically reduce our YT distance. Okay. Without this one, system assigned Y1, also X1, Y1, and G1 only regarding block workload.
Yeah.
Okay. So YT travel distance is further. But if we have these options, system will not assign Y1 if we have any boundaries here.
What if okay. So for QC1 to 12, X1, Y1, Z1. X1, Y1. Okay.
So these 3, we don't need specific priority.
Yes.
This center.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we can ignore any X, Y, Z. We don't.
Mhm.
No.
Okay.
The X1 is the export block, right?
No?
Export block, right? So the below,
front,
below,
yeah, the below,
so it's a
yeah.
wrong.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's okay.
So, so we should check. It's some import and export, and the bidder is import export together.
Yeah.
Please think about near to the export, always good. But if we put the import block near to the birth, it's very fast. Just
Yeah.
just the buffering, okay? Just it's very easy. But if we have the import is always take long time.
Mhm.
Just think about your boundary strategy, okay? I don't know which one is the best one, but since you are quite know about the JPB operations, so if we have the export blocks, then the near to priority, the near this block priority, center no priority.
Mhm.
But it's a very strong priority. The first system check boundaries, of course. Then we have the boundary X1, Y1, and Z1. Then system said this is first priority for the discharging. This is for the discharging. Okay. Do not use the another service lane. Just
Yeah.
make the import is asterisk asterisk. It's all same. Then system will not use this boundary. Just system use this boundary as the last option if prior to. I'm not talking about the boundary priority. I'm
Okay.
talking about the So if we set system check the boundary within this boundary, with this priority, frame, then move. Okay, just try to use, okay,
Yeah.
how system works. Another, this is import, but export, we don't know crane. I will not say this one. This is wrong
Yeah.
information. We don't care service rain. Okay, but we have the CT 1, 2, 3 as what is CTA 3 for the parts?
C3A is for the overhang.
Overhang.
Yeah.
It is
How,
actually
how many meters?
20 meter lebih 20 meter
20 meters. So our first slide. City 1, 2, 3, and 3A is this and this and this and 20 meters like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
yeah
This overhang, right?
Yeah. Modern concept.
We don't know which STS will claim because we don't have yet the our loading plan. So we know the first positions. So if the city one, just like same concept for the loading containers, if we have the block here, and the block here, if we know the first positions here, we will utilize this first. Okay, if this city one, so we will utilize this first, this blocks first.
How do we know?
It's planning.
tengok kapal belakang tu.
Yeah. Kapal.
But if the first positions is changed a lot,
Yeah.
no meaning.
Oh. That's why I'm
It's
asking.
something not good. We are expecting pursuing the CTA and the CT series, but suddenly we change the CT series, the digest.
Yeah, because we
Spread out is the better than the make all together, right?
only have 730 meters of berth, so the
Not big
vessel
issue.
schedule will always change.
Yeah. And so if so, for the export we will scattering. But for the import, we can use, okay? We can reduce the standard white charges. I don't know, 25 kilometers per vessel or 50 kilometers per vessel. I don't know. So we can reduce our cost, fuel cost. Also we can save our earth. Also more productivity.
Yeah.
Okay, we can dispatch, how many YTs you dispatch for
6.
each gang? 6 gangs. White count is full enough, I think, but we can reduce. Maybe we can use only 5 YTs for the same productivity. They will not happy, right? We reduce the YT count.
Jadi cakap kalau kita pakai ground apa ni? Block priority grounding. Specific boundary kan ada juga kan. What happen if the specific boundary is not within the block priority?
No problem, because the
It will still.
system check boundary first.
Okay.
Download boundary, and which boundary has block priority. Okay, if there is no block priority, system will assign this one. So you can throw any specific boundary and the priority 3 or priority 2, no problem.
Does the relocate function,
Reallocation
function and the terminal monitoring
Mhm.
using this block priority?
I don't know.
Let's say I have
Actually,
three blocks for
I
specific
think
boundary.
it takes the same logic.
Yeah. Dah,
Boundary
penting.
mana?
So let's
Boundary
have
mana?
break.
Kena buat. Yeah.
Break. Then if going to be the last sessions, we are going to check the import mixture and empty
Empty.
positioning, empty container positioning strategy.
Okay.
just finished the export. We just finished.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe. Apa tadi? Maybe. Apa tadi? Boundary.
Boundary masa tu.
Boundary button.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, planning pattern.
Yeah, plan pattern.
So you have the Hong Kong, Korea, Incheon, Korean KM, Gwangyang, I think Gwangyang, and Busan. MY is where was it?
Not port. Not port.
Okay. It's Manila, Singapore. Why you set up this POD for each
Grouping
plan
pattern.
pattern? Plan pattern.
Because I would like to micromanage the
Mm.
plan. I would like to micro plan,
Mm.
and I don't know which kind of grouping pattern, which kind of POD have this kind of grouping pattern. Let's say 20 footer in this one vessel for their export booking. How many they book? I can know that in but
That is the legacy
Yeah.
CATOS.
Yeah.
But you know, if we have the many things are duplicated, this for Manila and Singapore and Korea Busan, so many duplicated. So I don't recommend to use this the POD if you want to make the specific. If you
VVD.
want to have specific planning pattern for the VBD wise, it's not easy. So every vessel course, you should create planning
Yeah.
pattern,
Mm.
also draw the boundary.
Yeah.
It's not easy, you know. Our yard planner going to be crazy. So if you want to use the specific vessel schedule wise, my recommendation is do not use the POD.
Yeah. Okay.
Then system assign positions automatically. But if we use the Bay group, you know, do you remember? Mixture rule, we have the Bay group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And same VBD, same POD, and same size and time. Then we will make together automatically. Okay, so do not use this one. The best way is how many 30 service lane, right? My recommendation is we are going to have the general, no, the it's something wrong, something general specific boundary.
Which one? Is it general or specific? You need to be clear.
So export asterisk and asterisk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then prepared.
Oh, that's what you mean by general specific boundary. Okay.
Then draw the boundary for the specific area. Okay. Also general boundary. This is our basic. So without yard planner, system will work. But I don't think very good.
Yeah.
Comparing to our humans manual planning. But if we need some control for the specific service lane and the service VBD, then prepare, make the new planning pattern group for the specific VBD.
My plan is we create one template for each service lane,
Okay.
and then we manipulate into the other VBD that
Okay.
have been created.
Okay.
But all of the template, it should be, it looks like this, because we don't know all of these POD are registered in the service lane, but we don't know which kind of POD is going to incoming into our port.
Right, we don't know.
So if we
Also, yeah.
if we use too general, I'm afraid it will be the plan will be duplicate, because
we don't know which kind of which bay are going to be
Mm.
going to be planned.
Mhm.
Let's say we plan for the whole block.
Mhm.
Okay, let's say I say NSBS
Mhm.
usually will be using 3 cranes.
Mhm.
So for cranes, I recommended for 3 blocks, the
Mhm.
optimum. So
Mm.
we plan for 3 block, but and then I don't know which bay the system will be using.
Mhm.
So for the next service lane, I would like to use the same block, not all the same block, but at least 2 of the block. So I'm afraid the plan will be duplicate.
Mm.
So what are you suggesting?
Mm. Both way is possible, but
Yeah, I know it's too complicated.
Yeah.
It's not automated if we do it like this.
so we need to know why, which way is the best way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So at the first, just make the asterisk and asterisk,
Okay.
then
Mm.
try to take the some container in,
Mhm.
okay, in
Okay.
our testing environment. Then it's not easy actually. We need to digital twin.
We need digital twin.
Automatically especially. But just we will count 200 containers, okay? Manually, there is no way now
Mm.
for testing. Then we will check if system distribute and make group in the single bay, single POD is doing very well. Then we will keep this one, and then we will check the service lane wise. Of course, it's duplicated.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But for the service lane wise, we will draw the different boundary area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then also the last is VBD. Also, we will make these 3 blocks for this service lane. For the service lane wise, at least service lane wise,
Mhm.
I don't. My recommendation: please do not use the VBD. It's not easy, you know. It's a daily. We need to
Yes.
set it up.
Every time change
Also, do
VBD.
not use the POD. But sometimes, if we know very well, okay, this service line in this season, the huge amount, like the 700 container go to Busan
Yeah.
or go to Incheon. That time we need some space, right? That time only we use specific boundaries or specific service
Yeah.
lanes. Okay. So.
I have the vision, but still
Mm.
for now, it's the staging is not scary. But for live operation,
So
kind of
one
free.
of our user in the Piraeus in
Mhm.
Athens, in Greece,
Mm.
container terminal, they have 36 STS and 7 berths,
Mhm.
handling volume of about 5 million TU.
Mhm.
They do not use this way.
Mm.
Big point to Greece, okay. But your terminal is not small, it's a middle size. Let you handling 1 million TU.
Mhm.
Big terminal, only way is automatic positioning.
Yeah.
But small terminal still,
What about the-
human can control.
Yeah.
What about the UAE, the one that you said small?
UAE,
I think
we
should,
have the one.
we should visit them.
That is the UAE. It's a small terminal
Yeah.
mostly. So we have the 9 terminals using the CATOS, and one of them is the Khalifa port
Mhm.
in the Abu Dhabi,
Mhm.
handling about between 1 or 2 million. But that is the ARMZ.
Mm.
That is also they are using the autonomous truck.
Aku rasa using autonomous truck is not really it's not similar to us. Out of bound. Kuasa dia boleh macam mana kata aku boleh try. Tapi macam for general tak ah. For service lane okay, aku boleh try.
Mm.
Kan? Tapi dia still akan duplicate ke ah.
Mhm.
Ha. So you're suggesting maybe that I could set the planning pattern only for service lane,
Yeah.
and then I need to have just 3 grouping pattern, right?
No.
Just use
For
general.
the refer for the special cargos,
Yeah.
we need for the class number 2 and class
Mhm.
number
Okay.
3, we need the specific boundaries.
Then I can
And,
use the export as straight, right? If I use the export as straight, except for all the refer, the DG.
yeah, that is for all.
Mhm.
Okay, because we don't system return the error, no bound positions.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want, we can make on purpose.
Mhm.
But aesthetic for the very general, okay. And in the middle time, suddenly we have to make call and have container discharging or from the rain or from the gate. And but the individual service rains, so we can make it. But I think this is very good yard layout. It's a rectangle.
Mhm.
So aesthetic can work. So in your observations, system does not well. I mean the system returns the result out of your expectations.
Yeah.
Then you try to make the new plan. I mean the override. We have the you know the priority, right?
Mhm.
Specific general. This is for the or. This is for the Swiss rank. This is for the test scale. We have priority. Then you can override some the new plan pattern and the boundary. But rules are same.
Dia boleh pakai, cuma takut nanti bersepah. Sebab dia kan ada rules yang kata about apa, tak kisah pasal berat, tak kisah apa tindih kapal ke apa kan.
Every terminal has their own ways, so
Yeah.
there is no standard. So I'm sorry, I cannot bring the good reference. The size is different, cranes are different. But some terminals, I don't know because they didn't call me. No, I don't know how to use. Some terminals I know very well. They usually call me. We have the workshops, this kind of workshops, bring the new functions, new features. We are study together. So we have this problem, but we need to solve. So how system can help solve this problem? So we sit together and discuss things, then create new functions, new features to solve these problems. Because of this, I know the terminals very well. Also, he knows me and my system. Then we can make very good solutions only for those terminals. But I make as the standard when I do the design. But this kind of practice is really hard for recommendations. Only way is testing, just observations.
Yeah.
And that is, I'm sorry, but start from the aesthetic, and anything is wrong information, just ask to our DA why this container assigned this positions instead of this position. You think this position is better, but system assigned this positions, right? Then make the report why system assigned this one. I think this is better. Then our developers and analyze, or sometimes I analyze, then your configuration is wrong, but your configuration is correct, but the system cannot solve this problem. Then we need another way, like another boundary, another position to solve this problem. For
Berat tu tanggungjawab aku lah.
Yang B setting tu.
Hmm?
B setting.
B setting.
B
B setting.
yang position I tahu kan dia bagi kat B C.
Yang mana?
Container biasa dia
Okay.
dia tak bagi kat F.
Oh,
Tu setting lah.
tu positioning rule. Start daripada mana? Sebab yang hari tu dia terbalik.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah. So duplicate is no meaning.
Hmm?
Same
Yeah,
position
yeah,
for
okay,
the
okay.
duplicate.
So we don't need the last positioning rule.
Remove.
Only the later.
Also this should be
Last post
E.
dulu.
E.
Also you are
Ah,
testing, you can use C.
Hmm.
For the testing. This is for the discharging. This is for the discharging. This is for the gating and the gating.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Not for the gating only, but also the rail discharging, gating, and discharging.
Also for rail discharge.
Yeah, also we take the pistol
Oh.
from
rail
the land side or from the sea side. This is from the sea side. This is from the land side.
Why the discharge, rail discharge doesn't include in the general rule discharge? Because it's from the seaside, land side.
The general rule for the discharging from the vessel.
Yeah.
And this for all coming in from the rail or from the gate.
Rail dekat X discharge.
So we can apply the different rule. And, for the let's see the. Can you open the mixed rule?
This rule.
Yeah. Create a new one.
Brand new one.
Can I? So the discharging, I think the horizontal is almost same, but we will allow horizontal in export, but only import and storage,
Yeah.
or just import. I don't know. The export we can will mix import storage in the same day.
By storage you mean the storage empty, right?
Yeah.
Not for rail, right?
Here,
Rail discharge considered as import.
if rail discharging for the vessel,
Okay. No,
Loading.
rail discharge. No, we don't have that.
you don't have that. Rail
Yeah.
discharging only for the gate.
Yeah.
Also, that is the storage.
Storage. So you can mix with the import and storage.
Okay. Then now you are understanding how we can set up import container stack together. Okay. Import we don't care the POD, so all allow. We don't care the service line, but only we don't allow import export together.
Yeah.
But you know, in our mixed rule, you allow for the export this one, right?
Okay. For the train export considered as
That is the storage. Train export
yeah.
from the gate and
Yeah.
the train. That is storage.
So how to differ between the rail discharge and rail loading?
It's the same.
Because no, it's not
Same.
same because we mix
This export is a local export.
we mix vessel export with train export. And then for the import we mix vessel import with rail import.
I don't know why you mix, but here, if we say export, is a local export
Yeah.
from the rail discharging or from the gating or discharging from the vessel to loaded vessel. That is the export. Okay. The import means the container discharging from the vessel and go through the rail or go through the CFS or go through the gate. That's an import. Other than this, or storage. From the rail discharging, gate out, gate in, the rail loading. These are all storage.
campur dekat
So
Tu lah.
here, so using this import export, we cannot control, but we have transportation type.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't have the transportation type, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we have in grouping pattern, right?
In the grouping pattern, so
Yeah.
we have
Mode via truck or train.
yeah.
Via truck, train or vessel.
But usually we don't check the vessel, just train
Yeah, train.
or gate.
Truck.
Truck. So you told me the export to the vessel, also export to the rail, you stack together.
Yeah.
If we have different, separate boundary for the export to the vessel and the train, I think this is better. Why you mix? Because of the small space of the yacht? Why you mix the rail out and the vessel out?
Because the quantity of the real containers is not as much as vessel for loading for export. So we put it in a export block. That is my explanation.
So one of our European in the Costco shipping in the Valencia, they prepare the big size blocks, I think double size than you. Okay, they have the one specific block for the rail operation only, for the rail loading.
Okay.
So also you please think, just make from this way or whole blocks just for the rail loading.
Okay.
Then it will not impact our vessel loading operations.
How about the import?
Import, we will follow, that is the import. So we don't care the container from the vessel or rail.
Okay.
Okay, so we will together. But the loading is different. Okay, loading, we know the train schedule, right? So we can no mix train schedules here. But even mix the train schedule is it's okay still. But the vessel is quite critical, but rail it's not critical, it's a slow operation. So if we import storage mix, okay, then export storage mix, our horizontal mixture, but there is no any base export import together. We have the import storage, export storage, but there is no export import in the same way.
No.
No. Okay. So since I have not much time, so based on these configurations, mostly for the import we are allowing,
Yeah.
right? Allowing. The vertical, of course. We don't care.
Yeah.
There is no vessel schedule. And purely we don't care. Full and empty, we care. Container type, we care. Container, we care, right?
Totally we care.
Cargo type, we care. Weight period, we don't care. Take on night, no more meaning. And charging, we know. Do you have the PL number? No, we don't care. And we please not
Okay.
put that one.
But if we tick allow mixture for the BL number or booking number, and then one day we need to arrange discharge specifically for one particular type of BL number, we need to group it together. we can do it in grouping pattern, right?
Yeah, so we have the
Even though we don't allow, even though we allow mixture.
right. We have PL number.
Yeah, okay. Let's say I insert the BL number or the booking number, and then I make a specific plan.
Mhm.
Even though I'm still using this kind of mixture rule.
Yes,
Which is-
one of the our terminal users also using the PL number for the grouping. Then like the big shippers like Samsung or any other big company,
Mm.
they want to have their own
Yeah.
areas. Yeah, so we can use. But we don't need to check over verified because we do not mix export.
Mhm.
But over canceling.
Handling instruction, they do have the yacht handling instruction and vessel handling instruction.
It's not a yacht handling instruction. It is about ship
Vessel.
handling instructions
Okay.
for the loading. So no. I think we missed one thing. Is the over verify over pickup.
Over.
Over
Mm,
pickup.
over pickup.
If this container has already pickup order,
Mhm.
then we will not put the container on top.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I think it's what we missed. Then I will prepare.
Mhm.
Okay, it's a new feature. So send me mail, then I will confirm you, and we will make the amendments.
Happy.
Yeah. And
Kalau tu space dia.
Kena tidur jaga tenaga.
then this is the only one, but for make sure, so sometimes we will, and this is best, and then alt, blah 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 blah, blah, and we don't use the full, we don't use the one bay for the full and empty together.
We use.
We use
Not for empty general. We use for
empty and general.
no. We mix between general container
Mm.
and empty tank, empty reefer. So it should be
So empty dry, you don't.
yeah, empty dry we put it in area. Area or the RYA, RYB, RYC, RYD.
So it means we will allow, but the system check the container type.
Container type.
No container type.
If you no, you can't do that because
Mm.
maybe there will be
No.
general reefer container. You understand?
Yeah, general reefer.
Okay, if we take allow mixture for the full empty, and for the empty general we make another specific plan using the import as straight, it can be used right.
Right.
Yeah. I just make one template for the import as straight.
And this is our best. Then we need the second and third for the discharging. Okay. So
How to make second and third?
for example, container height.
Then highway should be mixed, right?
Mixed.
IQ and general. Cargo type cannot. It's non-negotiable.
And if we have the not allow pick up of the container, then it's the best.
Yeah. So it should be number one.
Yeah, the second is best. So in the export we need complicated mixture rules, but import normally two or three only. Okay.
If I'm done configuring all the things that you have shown yesterday and now, should I just email you or show it to your PA?
Just both.
Hmm?
Both. You can share this with the PA and put my, you got my
Yeah,
the
Email.
name card, right?
Mhm,
Then,
okay.
and CC. Then I
Okay.
will check with her. Okay. So please set up then and capture this one and homework. And I will check. Okay. Also, I will ask you why this one.
What month is it? April.
So
Saya cari tahu. Don't laugh.
import is not difficult to set
Yeah.
up. Okay.
Export is the most difficult one.
Also, the empty also not easy.
The MT we only have two kinds of different rule boundary. For MT general, we for all liner except MAC.
Mhm. So you
MAC
will mix all lines mix in the same way.
not in the same way. In the same block, but it will be differentiated by the blade. Before this, we don't declare the RYA as a block.
Mhm.
We declare it an area. So our contractor arrange the container by themselves. So let's say today we're gonna have the Shenyang container, empty container. So they put Shenyang here. So
Mhm.
it's based on vessel and size type.
Mhm.
Yeah. So they are the one who knows where is the container, where is the Shenyang container for this vessel. So it's here. So
We
for
don't
one
check
guy-
the container condition like sound or damage.
Yeah, if it is a damage, it should go to the CIB.
Okay, another area.
Yeah.
Totally different area.
Yeah.
But we don't group. So our group is the operator, container operator, shipping line,
Operator and vessel.
size and type.
It's size and type.
Also vessels,
Yeah.
import vessel you mean?
Yeah. If that vessel consists of two kinds of operator, box operator, and then they will separate by box operator.
So Shenyang containers are 20 foot from the
Yeah.
vessel A, you will stack container here.
Okay.
And vessel B is the
Yeah.
next vessel, then we will not mix this one, we will
Yeah.
assign the new
Yes.
positions, right?
To
So you mean you wanna make the different specific boundary for the MT, for the vessel wise.
what I'm gonna make is I'm gonna use the general import street, and then I'm gonna allow the changing target position, and then let them choose where to
Mhm.
stack the container.
Then it's empty is easy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Some terminals is very complicated.
Why?
And they don't want to user assign positions. They want to system assign. Also the condition, the categories is they don't check the VBD, but container size and type. Of course operator, the container size and type. Size and time. Okay.
Size and type.
Size and time. First of all, is size, time, and have the container conditions. It's super sound, sound.
Oh.
That is one. Also some. And yeah, and
Okay.
with this one, and if like MSC, like big company, big liners, they are handling big volume of empties, like 2,000 every week
Yeah.
or something. That time we assign big size block,
We do have that.
a big size block, and the small liners they will give the small
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
Okay. It is really because of this empty pickup.
Duration days.
So we have the empty pickup rules. So if this mix, then we meet a lot of the rehandling, right?
Mhm.
Because the rich stackers. So regarding their pickup rules, they prepare the different strategy for each operator. And there are some more. Some exclude POD. This container should not be pick up to the
Also.
Syria or any dangerous country like
Mhm.
Somalia.
Okay.
They do not want to their empty container go to the somewhere in the Somalia or some Syria or Iraq.
Mhm.
So they have the exclude POD. This container come to Somalia, but this new series of the container they don't want to. They roast containers maybe I don't know. So there are some exclusive POD also reason. And others there are some others. Yeah. So they have very complicated segregations grouping rules. Yeah. But now I think how many MPs you have 20%?
Yeah. Mhm.
20%. Not small.
Mhm.
MPs not small.
Yeah. It's
So
not
to
small.
so why we have this good positioning rule and the mixture rule is because of the for easy handling for the loading by vessel or loading by the train or taken by the truck.
Okay.
Okay, so empty usually taken by the truck.
Yeah.
Okay, so when container get in or when container discharging, we should well arrange the same types of the container in the same day.
Yeah.
Okay, so when start digging the container from this way, we will finish.
Mhm.
Okay, we do not take container from this way and this way.
Oh.
Okay, we will start from this way first, then until empty way,
Yeah.
because we will use for another containers.
Mhm.
Then if we finish, we will take the empty container from this way. Then we finish. That is another positioning. It is about pickup priority we have by you are not the person right about container pickup for empty.
Mm. There is a setting for in gate.
In the delivery reservations,
Yeah, yeah,
there
there's
are the pickup priority by
Yeah.
block or by
GPO, right? General pickup order, right?
general pickup order. No, say I says I need 30 empty MSC containers. Then system, I don't know. You have the auto pickup or write down the container numbers.
Mhm.
So 30 and 50, first 50 containers in the bay this way, another 15 containers different way, maybe in the same block or different block. Then which way you want to handle first?
Okay.
This first or this first? We do not use this and this and this. In there's no space. So you make the empty. So empty positioning start from your empty pickup strategy. So without knowing the empty pickup strategy is not you cannot set the empty storage, empty staging. But I think that's it okay because you have the except MSC.
Mhm.
MSC they use the VBDYs, right?
No.
No, except the MSC.
No, no,
MSC.
no. By except MSC, I'm trying to explain that other liner, we place it at we position it at ROI, ROIA, ROB, ROC, ROD. So for the MSC, we place it at an area. There's a area we call it Titan Yard and XWOKI because their container dwell time is larger than the other liner. It took the maximum numbers about 30 days for one vessel. For the other liner, the maximum should be only 5 days. So that's why we don't mix it together because it will occupy the space for other liner.
So for that, you don't need make the manual assignment, right? So also we can make the MSC empty 20 foot and 40 foot container. You can assign the area as the boundary.
Yeah.
You know how to assign the area for the boundary. I'm not talking about the area plan. In the boundary, let's say, okay, this is the MSC
Mhm.
empty
Okay.
and the general containers.
Okay.
We will assign the specific area. Then we are going to open the general
Mhm.
boundary, and we select specific plan. And if we go to here, and okay, I select, okay, this is the
Mhm.
MSC general empty, then I will assign which area?
Say the TTYRD.
TTYRERD, okay, then and we push,
Okay.
and so then we follow this one. Okay.
I thought we were gonna use import assignment.
Import assignment every time you make. Okay, but
But using import assignment, we can make strategy split by crane, right? Let's say I have two area position, and then I would like to use
Also
two
we
crane.
have no. Also we have the you can assign the crane number.
From which key? Okay.
This key, this area, this
Okay.
this
Mm.
okay. So
Nice.
you don't need every time.
Hmm?
Senang agaknya masuk. Yang susah nak kenal juga.
I know this is time is not enough.
Yeah.
Jump into details, but almost time's up.
Yeah.
So let me finish. So any questions? So I will still with you online.
Online.
If you need more, you can ask your management.
Yeah.